So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I installed that little water dispenser in our motorhome. Yeah, it's going to be tight up in there. I think this might work. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Let's go inside the coach. So I should have did this project a long time ago. So every trip for our drinking water, we have to deal with a bunch of water bottles. There's a little pile right there. Another one over there from the last trip. And it's kind of a hassle. So it's just the two of us, just me and the wife, but it seems like we go through a lot of water every trip. Because you know, you got to stay hydrated. All right, let's go back outside. I want to show you guys something. So this motorhome is a 2004 Monaco Windsor Class A diesel pusher. And it's got a pretty big freshwater tank. I think it's like 100 or 120 gallons. However, it's got this old water filter down here in the basement area. Right there. And I'm pretty sure that thing hasn't been serviced in a long time. And notice how it just says it reduces dirt, sand, rust, taste, and odor. Not eliminate it. So that's why I'm very hesitant to drink water from that freshwater tank. So yeah, I could probably just replace that little filter system and use the freshwater tank for our drinking water. But I'm going to try something a little bit different. I might be kind of a water snob because I like my water pure and filtered. So this is what I'm going to try and do to solve that problem. Picked up this little water dispenser. I'm going to try to put it right here where this tap is. So here's what it looks like. Comes with this spigot. I think that goes on there like that. So these things are pretty cool. They're rechargeable. Comes with a USB cable. And they're cheap. I think this was only like 17 or 18 bucks. But they're actually made to be used on a 5-gallon or 2.5-gallon water jug. So my plan is to put it right where this one's at and run a line down underneath the sink to a water jug with some good water in it. So I need to figure out a way to mount it securely right here and like raised up a little bit so I can get a glass underneath it. So I guess the first thing I need to do is see if I can remove this old tap and see what it looks like underneath the sink and see if this idea is even going to work. Oh man, this is not going to be fun. So here's what it looks like under the sink. Looks like we got another filter in here. And there's that 1/4-inch water line. It's probably going up to that tap. Man, it's going to be tight up in there. Oh man, I don't know. Oh, it's tight. All right, so I'm laying on my back. Looking up. There's the bottom of that tap right there. So I just need to disconnect that 1/4-inch line, remove that nut on the bottom there of the tap, and I can remove that tap. I think this might work. Ow. Ah. That part's done. So it looks like the countertop's about 1/2 inch thick. All right, so I got that little faucet removed. Wasn't too bad. And it looks like there's plenty of room underneath here for a water jug. So I think this might work. I'm going to cruise to Home Depot, see what I can find. Okay, so I'm back from the store. Here's what I came up with. So this is just a standard 1.5" PVC coupling. And this dispenser fits that perfect. Nice and snug. So I got 2 of those. A reducing bushing. This is an 1.5" by 3/4. Then a 4" by 1/2" PVC riser nipple. And then some glue, short piece of pipe. This is some, I think it's 3/8 line with a 1/4" inside diameter. And then just some 1/2" lock rings, a reducing washer. And then this is just a 1/4" cap for that 1/4" water line that I'm not going to use anymore. So I think all these fittings, all this stuff here from the store was about 35 bucks. Okay, so this is my plan. Hopefully this isn't too hokey, but this is kind of a budget project. I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but as long as it's sturdy, it works, and it looks halfway decent, I guess that's all that matters, right? So my plan is to glue 2 of these together, that short piece of pipe in between, and then reducing bushing on the bottom. That'll go on top. That'll be up high enough you can get a glass underneath it. And then this riser nipple will be used to connect it to the countertop with a lock ring on the top and a lock ring on the bottom. Then the wife picked up these vinyl wallpaper peel and stick. I think these were only like $1.50 or something. After I get the riser piece built, I'll try to wrap it in one of these vinyl sheets, make it look halfway decent. I'll have to grind these little nubs off so the couplings are nice and smooth. So I'm going to cut a little piece of that pipe, get everything put together, and see how it turns out. All right, so here it is. So it came out pretty good. The wallpaper job could have been a little bit better, but I think it'll work. So to attach it to the countertop, I'm going to use this 1/2" riser, 1" by 1/2" reducing washer, but I think this might be a little bit too big to fit down in there past that piece of PVC pipe that I put in the middle. So probably 3/4 by 1/2 would be the perfect size if you're going to use a reducing washer. You don't really need it. It's just a little bit sloppy. So I think I'm just going to grind this down a little bit so it fits in there, make it a little bit more secure. Okay, so I had to grind that down quite a bit to get it to fit, but now it'll go in there like this. It'll go something like that, and then I'll put a lock ring on from the bottom to hold it to the countertop. I might have to put a spacer in there to get this to exactly the right depth. I think that countertop's only like a 1/2" thick. So I ended up making a little 1" spacer out of a 3/4" bushing. Just cut it down. So that'll go on there like that. And that gives me the exact length I need to go through the countertop. Then I can just pass my water line straight through that riser nipple, right to the water jug. So it should work pretty good. We're going to find out. So it looks like I need to drill that hole out a little bit. I'm going to make that about a 3/4" hole. So in the meantime, I'm going to charge up the dispenser. All right, time to install this riser base. I'll put my pieces in there. And then this is a 27mm socket, and it fits perfect down in there and catches that lock nut to spin it or hold it. That'll go right in there like that. So I got my two lovely assistants here. They're gonna hold the top, and I'm gonna go underneath, put this lock ring on the bottom and tighten it up.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so now all I have left to do is cut a piece of this new line, attach it to the dispenser, and run it down underneath there and put it in some water. So I'm going to cut like a 3 or 4 foot piece of this. So this line is a 1/4 inch inside diameter, and it fits perfect on the dispenser. And I think it's 3/8 outside diameter. So it fits on there nice and sturdy. Everything's pretty solid. So I just ran the line into a bottle of smart water so we can do a test run. And there's that 1/4 inch line I disconnected. I just capped it off and zip tied it back there in case I ever want to use it again. Okay, here we go. That's pretty cool. That's really nice. I like that. All right, let's do it again. So it's a little bit noisy until it gets primed and the water's flowing, but it fills the cup up pretty quick and it seems to work pretty good. So we'll see how long the battery lasts, but for a little $20 water dispenser, that thing works awesome. So that little dispenser seems to be working pretty good. So I think we're going to try it out for a while, see how it works. And just use the bottled water for hiking and when we leave camp and stuff like that. So the main goal is to get like a 2 or 3 gallon jug of filtered or RO water to go underneath there. Yeah, if I could find like a 3 gallon jug of smart water or Dasani, that would be awesome. So I'll probably still keep that filter in the basement, maybe just change the filters in it, just so it protects our water pump and our hot water heater, faucets, stuff like that from dirt and sand. So I'll put a link to that little dispenser and also a link and a list of all the parts I used and put it down below. So I hope you guys found this helpful, and these little water dispensers, they can probably be used in most RVs or vans or anything like that. So thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one.